This is a Skywarn 13 weather alert.
I'm meteorologist Darren Meyer with an update on the severe weather risk for tonight. It does continue, and we've actually seen things pick up in our southern counties, and that's going to be a concern now for at least the next hour, or if not longer, as storms roll out of Minnesota and come into western Wisconsin. We actually have numerous tornado warnings that are in effect for parts of southeastern Minnesota and northeastern Iowa. And one of these is now coming into Winona County. This tornado warning is in effect until midnight. This is for a Doppler radar indicated tornado, so we don't have anything confirmed on the ground at this point. But if you do live in this warning area, which is the southwestern part of the county, you should be in your safe place right now as this storm quickly moves off to the northeast. In fact, quite rapidly at 60 miles per hour. At the time of issuance, which was about 8 minutes ago, the storm was located capable of producing a tornado near Fountain, about 8 miles northwest of Preston, again moving northeast very rapidly at 60 miles per hour. Now you do see this is on the southern edge of a large area of rain with some embedded thunderstorms up to the north. This is nothing severe coming through Eau Claire. We've had some thunder, some lightning in the Chippewa Valley, but nothing more than that. But it's down to the south here, and I just want to show you the extent of this very intense, really squall line that has come together here in the last hour or so. And they have actually issued now a severe thunderstorm watch to include much of the Cooley region until 3 o'clock in the morning because of this development and organization of this line. And what we do see here are a few places within the line that actually bow out. And that means that in addition to the possibility of a tornado, we are looking at perhaps more likely the likelihood that there will be some strong winds. We could see one of those bowing segments right here within this line coming into southwestern Winona County, also not too far away from Houston County. I wouldn't be surprised if there is some type of warning issued there as well. And then also another one down to the south here. So these are areas where wind is really coming in quickly from the west on the back side of this and causing this backward C shape to develop. And that just indicates that there is a high risk for some very strong winds. And that's also, in this case, producing what possibly could be a tornado. So that's where the warning is currently. I want to bring up the radar and put it in motion for you. You can really see how this has evolved here again, really in less than the last hour, rapidly from north central Iowa and now more importantly closer to home here, passing just east of Rochester now and Spring Valley in southeastern Minnesota. Now coming into Winona County and eventually Houston County and extreme southern Buffalo County. No warning there at the moment, but I would say from there over to Trempealeau into parts of Jackson County, certainly La Crosse County, and areas to the south are going to want to monitor this very carefully as these storms rapidly push again towards the east at northeast rather at about 60 miles per hour. We can also look at the velocity data, which is a great tool to be able to basically look within these storms at the wind field. And what we are seeing here is evidence of quite a bit of circulation. I'll point these out to you, and this is why we do have these tornado warnings that are currently in effect. And one is right here, coming just now up into and through the St. Charles area, coming into extreme southwestern Winona County. This is the circulation that is showing up with this rotation and that possible tornado. And then there's a secondary one further down to the south here. You can see as that came by the Spring Valley area and has pushed right here, pushing up towards Pilot Mound and also maybe brushing southern Winona County. So two different circulation centers. These areas of rotation can easily spin up a tornado. So again, if you live in that part of Winona County, please be in a safe place right now. And we're going to continue to watch these as they move farther towards the east. We'll put a tracker on this as well. These are moving, as I mentioned, very quickly at about 60 miles per hour up to the northeast. So as we look out ahead here, we are looking at the general Winona area right along the state border, state line there, coming into play in about 20 minutes, just before the top of the hour at midnight. And then moving eastward into the Trempealeau area shortly after that. You can see Ettrick on there as well, just after 12:15. So if you're watching from these areas, you're not under a warning yet, but be aware that these storms are rapidly heading in your direction. You'll want to make sure that you stay awake now and be aware that you may have to get into your safe place if these storms can hold together as they are now. It's certainly possible that an additional tornado warning may be issued, or at the very least, severe thunderstorm warnings. They had been in effect prior to the tornado warning for wind gusts to 70 miles per hour. So this is something that we're going to watch very closely. Again, right now we are currently looking at this tornado warning that is in effect for southwestern Winona County until the midnight hour, so up until the next 20 minutes or so. And these storms are likely to cross the river and head into parts of western Wisconsin here in the next half hour or so. So that is the warning in effect. Stay in your safe place until the warning passes. We're going to continue to watch these very carefully. Again, if you live on the other side of the river here in Wisconsin, we're going to continue to give you the latest information as new warnings are issued over the course of the next several minutes, maybe up through the next hour. Again, before I finish it up here, I do want to show you that a severe thunderstorm watch is in effect from Buffalo, Trempealeau, Jackson counties point south until 3 a.m. That would be for the risk of large hail, damaging winds, and yes, that possibility of a tornado. That's the latest for now. We'll continue to monitor the situation and give you the latest as it becomes available.